Yes. I'm creating a freebie that I'm going to use in an email sort of funnel kind of thing, which is funny because I think a few weeks ago you asked if we were doing that. And in my head, I was like, yeah, I'm never going to do that. And then I got this inspired idea and was like, oh, that would feel so good. And now here we are. So I'm going to be working on creating the emails for that. And then after we're done the co-working call, I'm going to record, it's going to be an audio training as the freebie. So I'm going to record that after, just so it's uninterrupted.
Mhm.
And then, but yeah, I'm going to work on the emails that will present the freebie and then sell the program consequently after.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be working on funnels today too.
Ooh.
I'll be in the funnel zone. Okay, Lori, do you know what you're doing?
Yes, I drew cards before and I drew the starfish. And so first I'm going to answer those questions of how am I being swayed by outward appearances and what dreams have I put aside. And I think that really ties into what else I have planned, which is I'm working towards a freebie or like my low level offer, which then goes to my mid offer. And there's like 8 million things everywhere. So I'm just going to do a nice little scoop it together and take some steps towards that.
Okay. Interesting. I want to see how many of us are in the same place. I'll comment on this after we're done or after everybody talks. Anna, do you know what you're doing?
Yes, I did not know what I was doing, but somebody asked me to read them last week and I couldn't read them. And then this morning I heard from Charo White. So I pulled out a bag of Charo White that I hadn't listed. So I'm going to do some writing. It has some things to say, but also add listings for it.
Kelly has the Chare card.
No way.
That's funny.
Yeah, I pulled this. I'll talk about it later, but that's so funny.
It is purple.
And it's purple. Yep.
This is fascinating. Okay, messages for all of us here somewhere. We just got to figure it out. Also, Anna, I keep forgetting to tell you, but I'm pretty sure you have a crystal that's meant for me, but I don't know what it is. I just keep meaning to tell you because I keep getting the urge, and I look in the shop and I'm like, nope, it's not one of these. Or I'm protesting whatever it is, which is also possible.
I think I know which one it is.
Okay.
Because I heard, was it last Tuesday-ish?
Maybe. It was probably a Tuesday or Thursday because Matt usually has tons of calls and I don't have things come in my brain and leave. But it's popped in my brain 3 times and I've looked at the shop twice.
It might be there. I just added one Tuesday that, anyway.
Okay. We'll see. Megan, what are you working on?
I'm working on my Into Gold Like a Goddess launch. So I am going to finish my sales page. I just need to put my button on it so people can actually sign up for it.
Good.
Yes. And I have some posts to schedule as part of that pandemic post flow. And probably once I get that done, maybe actually starting to build some of the content for my gift series that's coming out next week and just maybe write some of those emails and stuff like that.
Okay, that all sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Pam, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I feel like my business is managing all over the place, so I want to write down all the things and then actually get focused on a path for next month. So
I am definitely managing, and that's what I'm doing in the first sprint. It's brain dumping all the ideas that have hit me this morning and then moving forward. So I approve of this plan. How to handle managings. Okay, Kelly, I know you said you weren't sure.
Yeah, maybe I'm amplifying you guys managing because I feel all over the place. I have so many things. I can work on a presentation for a client, a contract for a client. I can schedule future posts. But before we started, I drew 2 sets of cards. One for, do my clients need Yin Gateway workshop or do they need the Mint Passage? And the Yin Gateway pulled up molybdenite and citrine, which was wealth is coming, but the molybdenite is kind of if you fail, there's always a message in it. So I sort of feel like people maybe need more the Mint Passage, and I have still just some resistance, even though I've done a lot of stuff. I just feel it in there. I just keep trying to avoid this. And also, it's funny we're talking about the purple and yellow because calcite and charoite are the purple and yellow. So I guess the energy is there for a reason, but I'm feeling very jittery. Maybe I should make a snack.
Okay.
And then I don't know what to do.
Make a snack and then write down all the things that are coming up as resistance around moving forward with Mint Passage, and then box me.
Okay, thanks.
And honestly, I think the collective is managing because it has been overwhelming for the last week and a half. And I don't think it's just me. And I'm like, if I am this defined, what the fuck is happening for everyone else?
I've been pretty good at limiting what I've been consuming, but right before we got on this call, I went and looked at a couple of people's things, and then so I unfollowed them so that I don't repeat this feeling. But I'm glad that you also feel like it's a collective thing, because that makes me feel a little more grounded in myself.
I think it's part of how everyone's dealing with the overwhelm. It's like the let me reach for the next answer, or for my case, I think it's responding to everybody of like, this is what you need. And then all the things are coming in and I'm like, I can't create 12 things.
Everything feels
3
very,
months.
yeah, just frantic energy. Huh.
Yeah. And so it's how does your body process the frantic energy?
Okay. No more coffee.
I would probably recommend that, yes.
Thanks.
Your adrenals will be happy. Okay, Safra, do you know what you're working on today?
Yes, very much so. I've been spending the weekend kind of getting my feelings and sense and thoughts and all that stuff back together again for next leveling, where my work is going and honing it. Pyramid, or reviewing the pyramid and honing the pyramid back into a much more honed version of my business. And I'm going to start really focusing on, you know, healing already, but very specifically my the work that I do, the modality and teaching and training within that. And if I have time, then I'm going to finish up the a program that I'm in the middle of with my clients, with my people, but I don't think I'll do that. I think this is where we are right now.
I like
Basically, up-leveling business.
Right now, you're very grounded, and I like the idea of you working on your foundation from this space.
Yes, I think so too.
This is the most grounded I've seen you in a while.
You know why? Literally, I had a call with Pam, and right before my call with Pam, I did your clearing, the business clearing, and so woosah. And then I went into the soul of my business, and I got that reorganized, cleaned out, shifted.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm in a very good space right now. Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Foundation it is. Keep me posted.
Cheers.
Okay. Alexis, what are you doing today?
I'm finishing my book.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all
So
you
I'm
need.
going to work on refining. I don't know that I'll finish it in this time together, but I'm going to just chug away on my refining.
Perfect. I like that.
Me too.
Okay, Shelby. Wait, I can't hear you. I cannot hear you at all. Cannot hear. Is the mic turned on? Oh, wait, you're in headphones, not with the mic. I have nothing.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so the microphone maybe just went out on my headset. I am going to finish up the sales page, at least like the draft of the sales page for the Rejuvenate collection, so I can link it inside of Be Centered and Emerge for people. And I need to download Snapchat and see if I have an account or create an account so we can talk to the neighbor girl. So that's on my list.
Wide assortment there.
Yeah. I did finally like look up the prices of scooters for her dad at Target, which like he's like, can you go look at them like next time you're in work? I'm like, literally, I can look it up in the app like at any time. So so I just did that, but yeah, it's just like a range of things going on.
Such is life right now.
Mm.
Okay, sounds good. You can let us know how the sales page goes later. Okay, Deborah, what are you working on today?
I'm working on an astrology consultation, which is I just opened that stuff back up. After I left that toxic community, I just felt like it was also time to serve people in that way. So, yeah, so I'm working on that. It's like a natal chart reading / solar return reading because someone just had their birthday. So it's cool to see that open up again because I felt like when I was in that community, like I was under shadows or something. And so when I opened up again, I got a good response for people I want to connect with anyway. So that's
Yay.
what I'll be doing today.
Perfect. I like the sound of this. Kelly, do you have something to say?
I was saying woo woo.
Oh,
Woo, woo.
we'll take it. We were all collectively nodding. I was looking. I'm excited. Let me know if anything comes up, like trigger-wise, while you're doing it, just so we can work through, since like I'm not going to call that community a mentorship necessarily, but it was a toxic community.
Well, I did one for Kelsey and I didn't have any issues. I've done a couple already. I've done tarot already. So I think I'm okay. Like, so this isn't like my first one. So I just feel like now I'm in the flow. But if something comes up, I'm glad that you guys are here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Kathy, what are you working on today? And wait, you're muted. Let me see if I can unmute you.
Yeah, I muted myself.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to, in the first sprint, I drew some cards while someone else was talking, sorry. But it's about, I've been feeling like I need a little more structure, and the cards were all about, are partly about putting in some structure, and then, creativity flows because it needs a container. So the first sprint, I'm just going to get my calendar out and mark down some structure, and then, but that may not even take the whole thing, I don't know. And then I'm going to send a note to a friend that I've been meaning to have lunch with because I've been feeling really alone and kind of stagnant, and I need some outflow. And then I will get all the ideas that I had our last co-working call for posts and articles that I didn't do, pick one out and work on that for the rest of the time.
Okay. That sounds like a good flow. Vox me if you need me.
Okay.
With the structure piece, there's something that feels interesting there, but I can't quite put a finger on it right now. I think it's because I'm in everyone's energy. But
and it also might be that in some ways I feel structure is constricting, and if I go out too far, I end up changing things. So I'm just going to do a plan for the week.
Okay. Yeah, I like that better for manifestors. I don't want you trying to create a 90-day plan unless it's very flexible.
No, I've got my deadlines we talked about last week on my calendar, and I just need to put a little structure, like for this week, what am I doing so I achieve that deadline, and it's easy and I have some extra stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do mine beginning of the week, and I just map out like, here are my top 3 to 5 things to do every day, and make sure that I include self-care, or else I forget it. And this way, if it's on my checklist and I have to cross it off, or Ardelia sees it, at least somebody is seeing it.
Yes.
Well, something like that may be exactly what you need.
I think it is, because I'm very bad about getting to the end of the day and it's like, oh, I did not go out and take a nice walk today, did I?
It's easy to get swept up into the other things.
Yes.
Okay.
When you get down into did not take bath, then you know you're in trouble.
Yeah. Who needs bath? Except we all do, but Okay, that sounds good. Kelsey, what are you working on today?
Yeah, hi. So I've got a few things that I've got going on. Some little things. So one important thing today is for me to lay in the sun for a little bit. Another thing is some personal things and then some business things. Another thing is I need to try to get a urine sample from my dog, which has been proven to be really, really freaking tricky. So I'm kind of following her around to catch that. And then need to percolate a little bit. So replenish, like when I was thinking about what I need to do today, I was like, oh, I need to replenish. And then lately I've been feeling disconnected from the replenish program that I've been trying to work on because of how I've been feeling. I'm like, I don't really want to, this is like such an emptying of a cup, but like in a divine way. It's like a stripping of so many things. And when I was on a walk the other night, what came up was Emerge Again, which was the program that I've been trying to put out there for like a year and a half now, but only way different. It's like what emerges, like some of the shadows that can emerge when we are in isolation, and sort of help to lead people through that from a really divinely authentic place myself, because I am in it now. Like I've been in a certain level of hell for this week. So, but I feel like there's a powerful piece of me really wanting to come out, and I want to share that with people. So right now it's kind of just directing my focus to how I can best do that. Yeah, it's different. It's like, I don't want to put a program out there called Replenish, because I see like light and sort of like some, just like brighter colors, but with what's going on in me, and I'm sure so many other people, is like black, but divine black, richness and stuff like that. And so now Emerge sort of feels like welcoming what comes up and then leading people through it. But that's as far as I've gotten so far with what I want to do with that. I feel like I can take some some pieces from Replenish that I wanted to do, but just call it something else and lead people a little bit differently. But yeah, do you have a take on that? How I might order that, or if that feels like a good idea, or
when you start working on that, Vox me and I'll give you some questions so you have something to respond to.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to mute everyone, and okay, I think everyone's muted, and grab my pendulum. Everyone cozy? Everyone there? Software might not be, but she'll get it whether she's there or not. Okay, take a drink of water if you have it, because we're about to do quantum work, and as we've been informed, our water is serious for quantum work. Okay, so I want you guys to close your eyes, get comfortable. And see yourself dropping into your heart. You may see yourself, like in a little elevator, and there are pictures and Polaroids of all of the people, all of the places, all the things you love just flying around you, coming closer and closer, surrounding you with the energy of pure love, of contentment, of joy, of clarity. And as they get closer, each one is going to drop into a little slot in your heart, bringing you deeper and deeper and deeper into the heart space. And when you get there, just take a moment to feel any shifts that may be happening, to feel any differences you may feel when you're in the energy of your heart versus the energy of the world. And from the space, you can see everyone who's here, everyone who is in this container and not here, and know that we are all connected. You may see energy lines coming from all of us, and know that while we are in this space, we are gaining the energy and gifts of everyone to support us. We are shielded from all distractions, whether they are internal or external. And any excess energy can leave us, can leave our offers, can leave our containers, can leave what we're working on to go into the heart space to be transformed and transmuted into something more powerful for all of us. And if you feel any tension, I want you to take 3 really big deep breaths and just breathe them as far down through your body as you can. And if you're watching this on a replay, know that you are still connected and you can come back to this at any time to tap in to clarity, to working without distraction, and to accomplishing our intentions with ease. And if you want to say to yourself what you want to accomplish in the next few moments or in the next few days, you can do so. And we are open to extra clarity and insights coming through to direct us to what we need to be doing, to what our business wants us to be doing. And I want you guys to take a deep breath, and again, try to push it through your body as far down as you can. And then whenever it feels good, you can start moving and opening your eyes and coming back to consciousness. And hopefully y'all didn't hear those motorcycles. Okay. Everyone feel good? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna set a timer once I find my phone. Oh, here it is. And we're gonna do 25 minutes. And if you need me, you can Vox me or message in the chat. If you need group support while we're going, hit the chat. And I'll see y'all in 25. Bye. Okay, how'd everybody do? Wolf. Okay, did it go well for everyone? Okay, I think I'm seeing mostly yeses or all yeses. Okay, and let's just dive back in. The next one got distracted. That is maybe my fault because I think you talked to me and then I got distracted. So sorry. However, I put money in my, what is it, the stock account, so they won't take it from my stock. So important things. Okay. Well, then I'll set it for another 25 if everyone's good. And if you need me, box me. All right. Return to working. Bye. Okay, how did we do? Alexis is making a face. Okay, I see mostly good, and I'm talking to some of you. Alexis, what's going on?
I couldn't hear you. I had my music on still.
Oh, I was just asking how you did.
Oh, I did okay. Yeah, I did okay. I guess I had an expectation, which I know better than to do that at this point, that I'd be able to just, I don't know, whatever. I'm getting there.
Okay, ask the book what it needs from you right now,
Okay,
and that may shift things a little.
that's a good idea.
Sometimes they are cranky.
Getting there though.
Good. Okay. Well, reach out if you get stuck the next sprint.
I can do that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay. Then if everyone's good, let's do one more 30-minute sprint and we'll wrap that up afterwards. Okay? Everyone good? We paused, didn't we? We did. Okay. Now that I have unpaused, which my husband drilled an Ethernet cable so I can directly plug in once I get a dongle thing because Apple is stupid and took out the Ethernet thing from the computer, but I'll have better internet next week. Okay, let's go back to a 25, 30-minute sprint and we'll see how we did at the end. Okay, bye. Okay, how did everybody do? Okay, we'll wait for everyone to hop back and then we'll get a brief update just so we know. Okay, Kathy, how did you do?
Oh, I started like 2 and I was going on 3 different posts. And I think what I need to do, I was writing them on the computer and I had been either using this dictation program or writing them out by hand for brain science reasons. And I did the computer because I'm like, oh, that other thing takes too long and I don't want to. And I think I need to just handwrite them again because it just focuses me better.
Yeah, I would handwrite. You could get a Rocket book because those you can handwrite and then you take a picture and it puts it on the computer and it's impressively good with my fast scrawls when I'm journaling. So it's magic. Yes.
Yeah, I looked at those after you mentioned the one before because once before and you were talking about it more as a planner and I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know if that would do anything for me, but in terms of writing and then sending it to the computer, it's like, oh, that would be magic. Yeah.
I use it for just like writing ideas and for things, and I only have one at the moment. I was going to get one for client notes once I finish this notebook so that I don't have to transcribe things for y'all. They can all be in one place. But yeah, it's just the one that I have is like you spray it with water and you wipe it down to clear it and you let it dry, and then you just take a picture with your phone, and it does both like a picture as well as a text that you can edit. So I thought it was handy.
Okay.
I actually have that mic over there, but it drives me nuts, so I don't use it. I don't know why. I think it's like an energy thing. It just doesn't like me. Or I don't know, maybe that one's meant for someone else. We'll see. It is perfect for pictures though. And since I'm talking, did we pause again? We did. Okay. I don't know why the internet's being troubly today, but it'll be solved next week. We don't need to hear my ramble. So Quinn, how did you do?
Good. I wrote my email for when my freebie is ready. So I did that. That's ready to go. And then I sent an email to my mailing list as well. So I wrote that out and sent it.
Yay.
And I also prepared some rough notes because I have a live stream tomorrow with Shelby. So I was getting ready for that. And then I also kind of branched away from my business and worked on some banking randomly. I just had like a financial thought. Yeah, exactly. I just had this thought like, oh, when's the last time I checked in with my bank account? And then it took me down that avenue. But yeah, that was a good really productive, whatever amount of time that was.
It sounds it.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. Kelly, how did you do?
Great, thank you. Yes, I think the dumping of all my resistance helped shift energy. I'm replying to your comments now. You have great comments as always, so thank you. I did some dancing, a little bit of singing, and I do think I'm going to try to focus on the getting clear for creating content in terms of like where I'm doing it. I'll explore some of your suggestions and then just see what feels exciting.
Okay, yes, let's go with what is exciting because otherwise you'll just be creating content to promote it and that's no fun.
I think what's exciting is making my little binders, my little physical binders, and leafing through everything in the like plastic. Even though plastic's horrible for the earth, it feels so nice when everything's laminated and like soft in the binder. So that's probably what I'll do. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alexis, how did you do?
Super good. So I finished my refining the big chapter.
Yay!
Yay. So that's great. I felt like I couldn't do it and like, and I did it.
You did it. Yay. Okay. What is left?
what is left. So I thought it was only 2 chapters, but it was that really big one and 2 small ones. So I finished the really big one, and then the 2 small ones are left until I send it out so that the publisher can do read and review. And then while he's reading it, that's not the editing phase. It's just like feedback. I can continue working. So I just need to get it so that it actually makes sense. So I'm hoping I can do that tonight, which will be his Wednesday morning.
Okay.
And then we'll see whatever else is created between now and Friday, and then that's the book.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, but I got into a state where I got really excited because I'll have a lot of resistance and a lot of difficulty, and then I get into this state of like, this is brilliant, or it's utter trash. But I kind of lean towards brilliant. It's one way or the other. It's absolute lunacy or it's brilliant. So we'll see.
This is how writing books works. It's like half the book, you're like, why the fuck am I writing this? And then it's like, oh shit, this is good. And it goes back and forth. Just you got to talk to the book because sometimes they're cranky and sometimes they demand very specific things.
Yes, I did. And I already had a bajillion crystals on my desk, but I put some more, and then I chatted with Anna and I made a joke about teleporting something to me, and I think it might actually have worked. So yeah.
Is this a new business? Can Anna just teleport crystals to us now?
The energy of the crystal, yeah.
Okay.
For real though.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It was pretty cool.
It sounds it. Okay, perfect. Megan, how did you do?
Thanks.
Yeah, really good. So I started off with doing the client connection one from the quantum selling experience. And it's feeling really good. My heart space has just been feeling like very expansive and very juicy and amazing. Yeah, I've been anchoring in so much to a lot of rituals, and I have like a daily spiritual practice that I do every morning anyways. And then as part of that morning ritual, like I dedicate a month to one chakra, and right now I'm in my heart chakra. And like when I do my prayer work, I seriously like have felt like this I don't know, it's like a cool warmth in my heart, and it's like it's very very visceral and really great. So anyways, so that's been, I was tapping into that energy in the quantum healing activation, or I don't remember exactly what you call them, but quantum work thing. Awesomeness. And then so I was feeling really good and expansive, and then I just got right to working on my website and got clarity about prices and dates that I want to like do all of that for. I haven't created the buttons yet, but I am on my way.
Okay, so that is your homework for the day. And your homework for the week is when you're doing that daily practice, just doing a story about it. And you don't have to, like, if you're doing my meditation or whatever, you don't have to say you're doing mine, but you can say that you're doing, a meditation to tap into your clients and for the next thing. And you can just kind of give people this idea of it's not just showing up when you need to show up or doing the work when you need it. It is a consistent habit that needs to be built.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yay, homework.
All right.
Okay. Lori, how did you do?
Super swell. I did the first activation with the starfish energy and just really did some journaling. And I had a few questions that were lingering about like what my bigger dreams were and what I wanted to do. And I felt that really tied together. And then for the rest of the time, I have this like sociopath looking paper that's like ginormous that I have both my intro like offering planned out and my larger offering planned out, and then I paired that with some calendar dates with like the moon energy. That way I could actually see how to pace that. Yeah, and so super jazzed up about that. I have all the things out on paper, and I have to remind myself not to try to do them all. So I'm going to eat after this and dance, and I have a list of questions to ask you on Friday during our session. So I feel super duper way better than I thought I could.
Okay, perfect. Eat, dance, and then can you send me a picture of your sociopath paper so that I can
Yes.
see if I have questions before Friday?
Yes, I will do it in chunks because it's literally big of a paper and a really sad doctor. But yes.
Okay. Chunks are good. Okay. Deborah, how did you do?
I did all right. Kept getting interrupted by like, oh, there's mail and there's another package. I'm like, oh, medication. But I don't know if it's because this person is Scorpio rising, the Pluto in the first, but I was like, oh, I guess this is heavy. So, which I was not expecting. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I mean, Pluto rising is a lot of power. So, I'm just chugging my way along. I think something that's come up is like if I keep doing these, like there's stuff that can be like basically stock language that would
Mm-hmm.
apply to everyone. So I'm not like, because these take a long time to do. And I think it's also just like you're kind of going to someone's energy when you're looking at their natal chart, which I didn't really think of this as energetic, but it is. So it's interesting that different people, uh, based on their rising sign and where their planets are, like you're engaging with them in different ways. So, I mean, this is what I'm basically going to do for the rest of the day because my deadline, if I recall, is either today or tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep observing how I do this because I've done them in a long time. So, but yeah, overall, it's been good.
So thing that I use when I'm looking at a lot of human design charts is sometimes I put a crystal on the computer just to separate the energy from me.
Okay.
And it depends. I don't actually see the one I usually use and I can't remember what it is, but I'm sure you have one that speaks to you. And I also use a pendulum just to clear
Okay.
energy periodically so I don't stick in it. And Anna's giving you crystal advice, and this is better than what I could give you. So perfect.
And I remember you gave me polychrome jasper, not septarian, but I will. I have that by. So I actually have a lot of crystals like on my little desk here. I have, but this is mainly for me. I have carnelian, bloodstone, blue kyanite, and red jasper. But I think I need something that's black. like like whether it's like black tourmaline or jet or something like that, because I'm just like, whew, like this is going to take longer if I'm feeling that. Yes, I have the tektite. I can bring that out as well. Thank you.
I
Anna.
would potentially remove the kyanite for now, just because it's a bridge
Okay.
stone, so it might bring their energy in more. That's one that I leave
Okay.
under my
I use that
microphone.
for writing. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
I put it under my microphone just to call in people, but
Okay.
kyanite does what it wants to do. I don't know if it's just me, but Anna's nodding, so I'm gonna assume not. And I can't control it, so sometimes it goes way over there.
Right on. Right on.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Great. Ooh. Yeah, I should put some obsidian tourmaline by my Wi-Fi. I have smoky quartz there and amethyst. But clearly my Wi-Fi is cranky, so it needs something else. Okay, Anna, I know you're typing, but how did you do? I know lots of people were talking to you, so
I did okay. I got one thing done. I keep getting really distracted. So I like these calls because it kind of pulls me back in. I'm just having trouble staying focused. I need some fluoride, apparently.
okay, we'll get some fluoride. Once this is done, I'll upload this to the group so we can reuse it. So that can still bring you back into the energy if you need it later in the day. I do like kyanite can be sketchy because I don't know, kyanite's just strange. I got nothing. It's anchored down right now on my grid, both pieces, and I think they're kind of cranky about it and I need to like shift it. However, they're not as bad as the ones that move. The ones in the client pyramid just keep moving, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? I don't know. Anyway, okay. Pam, are you present? Okay. Do you want to tell us how you did? Maybe they are teleporting, Alexis. I don't know. No? Okay, that's fine. We can talk afterwards. Shelby, are you here? Hi. Okay, yeah, we need no headphones.
Yeah, I unplugged it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yes, here is what I got done. I want to show you. Whoa! I want to show you. Go away. Actual zip. Okay. So now look scrolly. Ooh. Got some cool photos of people. Yeah. Oh, look, more people. So I'm trying to add like not just me, but like people being able to see themselves on the page. And then we got the breakdowns, and we got another scrolly. Ooh. And then we get to the sales part, and then there'll be cues, which I have to finish editing. But this is kind of like the basic framework here. So that's what I did.
So you got a lot done.
I did. I didn't get to downloading Snapchat yet, but I did get this pretty solidified. So
Yeah, this looks great.
yeah, thank you, Alexis. Yeah, I want people to see themselves on my page and not just like me. And like, I'm sure I'd get a lot of, white cis women like feeling me, but I want to like open it up to like other representations too, so people see themselves on my pages as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Okay. Kelsey, are you present?
I'm here. Yeah. So I think the biggest thing for me today and lately is grounding myself. So I have definitely done that. It's interesting. Like it's so easily kind of I get ungrounded, but I keep going back to grounding and making that a priority, which has been helpful, at least from moment to moment. So I've done that. I ended up calling the mechanic because my car's still at the shop. And so I just wanted to see if I could keep it there for a few more days and hopefully sell it from there so that I don't have to pay for a tow to get it here and then sell it. So I got that taken care of. That feels a little bit better. At least to like sort of start clearing the mess. And then as for the replenish emerge thing, I just saw your questions, but I haven't really dived into them yet. But hopefully I'll be able to do that this afternoon. And my dog, I just missed her pee once more, so I didn't get the urine sample that I've been trying to get. So wish me luck on that.
We will send you all the pee collecting vibes.
Thank you. Never thought I'd want to hear that, but yeah, thank you. I'll take it.
Oh, it is okay. Like, no one told me how much you talk about bodily functions after you have children, and it's like nothing phases you anymore. And I feel like animals are the same.
Totally, yeah.
Okay, that sounds great. Let me know after you. Oh, that sounds like a good idea, Lori. Let me know after you go through the replenish emerge questions, and I will send you some more things.
Perfect. Thank you.
You are welcome. Kathy, you do not need to have 8-hour days. I do not have 8-hour days. I suspect most of us here do not have 8-hour days, especially while things are crazy. I used to have 4 to 6-hour days depending on the day, and now some days it is more like 3, and that 3 also has to include my workout and my meditation and potentially showers. So it is very much like being flexible with what the world needs and what your schedule needs. I would shoot for, as a manifester, like probably no more than 4, maybe more if you're counting in self-care stuff, but you need space. And you especially need space so that there's room for other ideas to come in and things for everything to connect. If you're just doing work all the time, things aren't going to connect. So feel better about that. You can talk if you need to.
No, that sounds good, because another realization I had was that I need to consider that the self-care stuff and taking a walk and meditating and just, hanging out and doing what looks like nothing are part of the process too.
It's an important part of the process, and we're trained to forget that.
I know. And I mean, even when I was doing what, I considered my dream job with the journalism, I mean, yes, I was in an office 8 hours a day, but there was driving to and from people's places, and every now and then just cutting out with my friends, the ad reps, and wandering around the mall and stuff like that. And it's like, it all related, So yeah. For if my 4 hours would be like client contact, marketing and promotion, and, creating stuff. I mean, like interacting with people on Facebook and interacting with clients when I have more of them. That's probably it. That's probably enough.
That's definitely enough. I mean, instead of sort of to answer Quinn's question, it's like, how do I get everything done? It's I let go of anything that absolutely doesn't have to get done. And it's like, if I do this one thing, what is this going to lead me to? And if it's like, well, in the long run, 6 months from now, it's going to cause something for me, I probably shouldn't be doing it right now. Or if it's just like, oh, to make this super prettier so I feel good, well, I can just drop my ego out the door and not have it look as good and, use my time doing something that creates whatever the goal is I'm working on.
And I think that's important for me too, because I was, when I was working on these, these pieces, it's like I would get part of the way in and no, I don't like this, I'll just work on something else. And it's like, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's why I said I will send you something by this time tomorrow, because that way I will at least have something,
Yeah. And you can always come back and redo it.
Oh, I expect I will. I'll post it and people will have suggestions, or I will post it and think it needs something. I may also post it and think it's fine. That happens too.
Yeah, but better to post it and get feedback.
But I want to get like 3 or 4 things written or ready to go before I really start opening up the group. And 2 of them I just wrote, I use fairy tales to help women understand themselves and transform their lives. I'm really curious about what your favorite fairy tale is, or what your and then another one is what's your favorite fairy tale character.
Mm-hmm.
So
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's 2. I only need to do 2 more.
Okay, sounds good. Post them in the group if you want our feedback.
Okay.
And yes, take your meditations and your walks and your baths. And this is for all of you. You do not need to work all the time. We do not have the energy to work all the time. And the self-care is even more important now. I didn't finish it, but I'm actually writing an email about how rest is self-care, because we all need that right now. We're taking on so much energy, and we can't help others if we are filling it up with everyone's energy at all times. So that is all I have to say for the moment. And what's coming through? What did I miss? I missed things. Yes, I agree with Lori as well. Okay, let me know if y'all have questions, if things stir up later after what we did today. I will post this as soon as it finishes transcribing or whatever the crap Zoom does, so that you can come back to this energy if you need it. Go take a few moments to yourself just to clear energy. Take a nibble, make some tea, whatever it is. I'm gonna go have lunch. Bye.